Interview for Senior Contract Administrator.
Thank you for coming in today. We're excited to be interviewing you for the role of Senior Contract Administrator. I have here with me our legal director, who will be joining us throughout the interview. We'll begin with some general questions before diving into some more specific scenarios. So, tell us a bit about your work experience to date and what interests you in this role.
Thank you for the introduction and for having me here today. I've been working in contract administration for about 12 years now, primarily focused on analyzing and negotiating contracts within the tech industry. The role excites me because I enjoy the detail-oriented nature of the work and the opportunity to impact the company's revenue and growth. I'm particularly interested in this position because it offers a chance to work across a diverse range of contracts and industries, which is an area I'd like to explore further.
Great. That leads nicely to my next question. As a senior contract administrator, you'll often be the first line of defense in ensuring the company's contracts are robust and compliant. Can you give us some examples of how you've contributed to this area in your previous roles?
In my previous role, I had the opportunity to review and flag potential risks associated with contracts. For instance, I once identified a contract with a clause that could expose the company to substantial financial liability. By bringing this to the attention of the legal team, we were able to renegotiate the terms and mitigate the risk. Another time, I worked on a contract with a new client with very specific and detailed requirements. I double-checked all the terms and conditions, cross-referencing them with the client's previous contracts. This attention to detail ensured that we delivered a contract that met their unique needs, resulting in a strong working relationship from the outset.
Those are great examples of your proactive approach. Speaking of detail-oriented work, how do you manage the challenges associated with reviewing and negotiating complex contracts?
I find that breaking down the contract into manageable parts helps a lot. I start by thoroughly reading the entire contract, highlighting key clauses and potential issues. Then, I use a methodical approach to cross-reference them with the relevant regulations and internal company policies. Often, I'll also discuss complex contracts with my colleagues, especially those with more legal experience, to gain different perspectives. It's important to leave no stone unturned, and sometimes a fresh set of eyes can offer valuable insights.
That's an excellent strategy, especially the part about seeking input from others. Collaboration is key in our line of work. How do you typically keep track of the many moving parts involved in contract administration?
I'm a big believer in organization and structure. I maintain comprehensive records of all contracts I work on, using both hard copies and digital filing systems. I also use contract management software to track deadlines, storage locations, and key details, ensuring easy access for future reference. Additionally, I create checklists and timelines to keep on top of pending tasks and ensure nothing slips through the cracks.
That's impressive. The ability to manage multiple contracts and deadlines is a critical skill in this role. Can you share a situation where you had to handle a contract-related emergency or urgent request?
Certainly. In my previous role, a client suddenly requested a significant amendment to a contract, and it needed to be turned around quickly. I was able to react promptly, working with the client to understand their needs and collaborating with my team to draft the necessary changes. We worked efficiently and managed to meet the tight deadline, ensuring the client's satisfaction. Throughout the process, I maintained open lines of communication with all parties involved, ensuring everyone was aligned and informed. This approach, I believe, is crucial in managing urgent situations effectively.
That's fantastic to hear. It seems like you've encountered quite a few challenging scenarios and have managed them skillfully. How do you stay up to date with changes in legislation and industry trends that impact contract administration?
I make it a priority to stay informed by regularly reading industry publications and attending relevant webinars and conferences. I'm also part of professional networks and frequently engage with colleagues in the field. This helps me stay ahead of the curve and incorporate the latest developments into our contract administration processes.
That's wonderful to hear. We also prioritize profession development and staying abreast of legal and industry changes. Our contract administration team collaborates closely with our legal team to ensure we're current with the latest insights. You'll fit right in.
That's encouraging to hear. I'm excited about the prospect of joining your team and contributing my experience to such a dynamic environment.
Thank you for the insights. We often ask about your biggest weaknesses to understand how well you know yourself and to assess your mindset. It's encouraging to hear about the steps you're taking to address them. Now, imagine you're in a situation where you disagree with your superior. How would you handle that?
Disagreement and debates are healthy aspects of any work environment and contribute to collective growth. If I ever found myself in such a situation, my first step would be to understand the reason behind my superior's decision. I'd request clarification and attempt to gain insight into the thought process behind their choice. Often, open and honest communication can help bridge the gap and find a middle ground. Assuming that the disagreement persists, I'd then propose my perspective and provide logical reasoning and evidence to support it. I'd also suggest potential alternatives or adjustments to the original decision. Ultimately, respecting the chain of command is crucial, so if no agreement can be reached, I'd defer to the superior's judgment while still advocating for my point of view.
That's a great approach, showing your ability to handle constructive conflict. Many candidates struggle with this question. So well done. Now, we'd like to understand how you motivate yourself. What drives you to excel in your work?
My motivation has always been the desire to add value and make a tangible impact. I'm driven by challenges and the opportunity to provide effective solutions. The sense of accomplishment that comes with successfully navigating complex contracts is what excites me about this role. Additionally, working alongside a passionate team can be a great motivator. Knowing that my efforts contribute to the bigger picture and align with the company's goals is a significant motivator for me.
That's fantastic to hear. Understanding what inspires you is helpful, and it seems like you've thought about this deeply. Since we're on the topic of challenges, tell me about a time when you had to overcome a significant hurdle in your work.
Previous role, I was faced with a delicate situation involving a client who had severe trust issues and was reluctant to engage with our company. Building trust with this client was crucial to securing a contract. I took the initiative and organized a face-to-face meeting to address their concerns. During the meeting, I explained our company's dedication to transparency and outlined the measures we could take to maintain open communication. I also shared success stories of our work with other clients. This helped build rapport, and eventually, we secured the contract.
That's a great story and shows your proactive approach to conflict resolution. We appreciate your enthusiasm and efforts so far. Now we'd like to hear if you have any questions for us. Remember, this is also your opportunity to learn more about us and determine if this role is a suitable fit for you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'd love to hear more about the team structure and the dynamics within the department. Also, as this is a fast-paced environment, I'd be interested to learn how you manage work deadlines and any strategies to stay organized.
Those are great questions. We have a highly collaborative environment with a flat hierarchy. Everyone works closely together, and we encourage open communication. As for managing deadlines, on a combination of thorough planning, regular check-ins.
Thank you both for the insightful discussion. I'm delighted to have learned more about the role and your dynamic team. As my interview draws to a close, I'd like to reiterate my enthusiasm for this opportunity. I believe my experience and attention to detail make me a strong candidate who can contribute effectively to your team. I understand that first impressions are important, but I'd like to assure you that I'm also excellent at leaving a lasting impression. Here's a thank you note to demonstrate my sincere gratitude for considering me and the time spent interviewing me. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
We appreciate your kind gesture. We've truly enjoyed getting to know you better and are impressed by your qualifications and approach to contract administration. We'll be in touch shortly with our decision. Have a wonderful day, and thank you again.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you.